Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Equities drift higher in quiet trade. Corporate earnings season moving into higher gear. http ntvforex.com News ID 3CA588 7/23/2020 11:14:25 am. Notes. Observations. Growing worries that the Brexit transition period will end on December 31 without a UK-EU trade deal. US-China tensions continue to simmer. Continued concerns over various coronavirus hotspots around the globe. Japan markets closed for Thursday and Friday sessions. Asia. South Korea Q2 preliminary GDP data entered into a technical recession with its largest contraction since 1997. Debt crisis. QOQ 3.3% v 2.4% EOY 2.9% v 2.0% E. Australia Treasurer Frydenberg updated economic projections which forecasted FY 2021 budget deficit of $184.5 billion below expectations for above $200 billion deficit. Cut 2020 GDP forecast from 3.3% to 3.8% and cut 2021 GDP growth forecast from 3.4% to 3.1%. Cut 2020 CPI from 1.5% to 0.6% and cut 2021 CPI from 2.0% to 1.6%. Both Moody's and S&P affirm Australia AAA sovereign rating. U.S. consulate in Chengdu said to be the prime target for Chinese retaliation for Houston closure. Coronavirus. Total global cases 15,226,993 2.2% DD. Total deaths 623.4 K 1.2 DD%. Tokyo reported to find 366 coronavirus cases, record high. California has overtaken New York as state with highest total virus cases. Europe. Italy cabinet approved 25.0 billion extra deficit for 2020 to help coronavirus hit economy. Budget deficit to GDP seen approaching 12.0% versus 10.4% target set back in April. Americas. President Trump possible to close more diplomatic sites. White House Chief of Staff Meadows. The Trump administration opposed to a short-term extension of enhanced federal unemployment benefits. Senate BRAL Senate had tentative deal on stimulus to finish appropriations part of bill on Thursday, July 23. S&P affirmed Canada at AAA, outlook stable. Speakers fixed income FX commodities erratum. Equities. Indices STOXX 6000.44% at 375.10. FTSE 0.66% at 6,248.07, DAX 0.56% at 13,177.95, CAC 40 0.52% at 5,063.41, IBEX 35 0.31% at 7,413.00, FTSE MIB 0.01% at 20,601.50, SME 0.04% at 10,443.37, S&P 500 futures 0.34%. Market focal points. Key themes. European indices opened generally higher and remained in the green as the session progressed. Consumer discretionary sector leads to the upside. Healthcare and utilities sectors among underperformers. Automotive sector supported after good results from Daimler and Renault. Advertising sector supported after better than expected earnings from Publicis. Pernod Richard. ST Microelectronics increases outlook. Dassault Systems and Bouygues Construction extend partnership. Earnings expected in the upcoming U.S. session include Dow Chemical, AT&T, and Twitter. Equities. Consumer discretionary. Unilever UNA.NL 8% earnings, Publicis PUB.FR 15% earnings, Ubisoft UBI.FR 4% sales. Healthcare. Roche ROG.CH 1.5% earnings. Industrials. Daimler DAI.DE 5% earnings, Skanska SKB.SE 6% earnings, Covstro 1COV.DE 1% earnings. Technology. ST Micro STM.FR 4% earnings raises outlook. Materials. Petra Diamonds PDL.UK 9% trading update. Speakers. EU President Michel stated in Parliament that recent leader summit was a pivotal moment for bloc recovery fund would be well spent. EU Commission President von der Leyen leader summit gave the bloc the tools to recover but region not out of the woods yet. ECB Estagindo's Spain EU deal on recovery fund and budget is a change for the better for European integration. France Finmin Le Maire stated that economic data had been satisfying but remained fragile. Maintained 2020 GDP forecast of 11.0%. China Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbib U.S. allegations on Houston consulate stealing secrets were malicious and slandering. Currencies fixed income. Euro-USD continued to have some difficulties breaking above the 1.16 level, which represented the 4-year downtrend line for the pair. Dealers cite technical factors that support view that the euro was in the early phase of an uptrend and could test the 1.20 level in coming weeks. EU officials were in Parliament trying to win approval of the recent recovery fund and 7-year budget approved by EU leaders. GBP/USD was softer in the session over growing worries that the Brexit transition period would end on December 31 without a UK-EU trade deal. UK said to be planning to hold an emergency round of talks next week to avoid taking blame for any failure to agree a deal. EU chief negotiator Barnier to hold a press conference on Thursday and was expected to warn the UK that time was running out to agree a trade deal after the latest round of negotiations. Fixed income issuance. None seen. Looking ahead. RO Romania June M3 money supply YY no ESTV 14.5% prior. 0530 WHO Hungary Debt Agency AKK to sell bonds. 0530 PL Poland to sell PLN35B in bonds. 0600 UK July CBI Industrial Trends total orders 38 EV 58 prior selling prices no ESTV 10 prior business optimism no ESTV 87 prior. 0600 RO Romania to sell RON 200M in 4.75% 2034 bonds. 0700 TR Turkey Central Bank CBRT interest rate decision expected to leave 1-week repo rate unchanged at 8.25%. 0700 UR Ukraine Central Bank NBU interest rate decision expected to cut key rate by 25 bps to 5.75%. 0700 UK BO S Haskell. 0745 UK BO to buy 1.15B in APF gilt purchase operation 3-7 years. 0800 UK Daily Baltic Dry Bulk Index. 0830 US initial jobless claims 1.30 MV 1.300 M prior continuing claims 17.10 MV 17.338 M prior. 0830 US weekly USDA net export sales. 0845 UK BO to buy 1.15B in APF gilt purchase operation 7-20 years. 0900 ZA South Africa Central Bank SARB interest rate decision expected to cut interest rate by 25 bps to 3.50%. 0900 ZA South Africa BER inflation expectations survey. 0900 RU Russia Gold and Forex Reserve WE July 17 no ESTV $574.2 billion prior. 0945 UK BO to buy 1.15B in APF gilt purchase operation 20 years. 1000 US June leading index 2.1% EV 2.8% prior. 1000 EU Eurozone July Advanced Consumer Confidence Index 12.0 EV 14.7 prior. 1030 US Weekly EIA Natural Gas Inventories. 1100 US July Kansas City Fed Manufacturing Activity 5 EV 1 prior. 1130 US Treasury to sell 4-week and 8-week bills. 1200 CA Canada to sell 30-year bonds. 1300 US Treasury to sell 10-year tips. 1330 BR Brazil June tax collections BRL 87.6 BV 77.4 B prior. 1500 AR Argentina May supermarket sales YY no ESTV 0.2% prior shop center sales YY no ESTV 98.6% prior. AR Argentina July Consumer Confidence Index no ESTV 39.5 prior. 1845 NZ New Zealand June trade balance NZD 0.5 BV 1.3 B prior exports 5.1 BV 5.4 B prior imports 4.6 BV 4.1 B prior. 1900 Australia July preliminary PMI manufacturing no ESTV 51.2 prior PMI services no ESTV 53.1 prior PMI composite no ESTV 52.7 prior. 1901 UK July preliminary GfK consumer confidence 24 EV 27 prior. 2300 CN China to sell 3-month bills. 2330 TH Thailand June customs trade balance $2.9 BV $2.7 billion prior. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.